parts of Birmingham, every other child is being brought up in poverty, according to official figures. Today, a new scheme was launched to help families struggling to feed their children.
Well, those behind it say providing meals during the long school holidays can push hard-pressed families' budgets to breaking point. Kevin Reid reports.
It's being called a food bank by some, a soup kitchen by others, but the organisers of this free meal service in Bordesley Green are calling it a holiday kitchen. The aim is to ensure children get a decent meal during the school holidays.
As you can see, it's nothing like a soup kitchen. It's designed to be like a school campus sort of picnic. And over the course of this week, 250 meals will be given out.
Has he got legs?
As well as the meals, children get the chance to learn about nutrition and nature.
Food poverty, when it goes on for a significant period of time, means children are not getting the nutrition they need. It affects their concentration, it affects their ability to learn, and it has wider economic problems later along the line.
Working mum of 7, Nazreen Khan, is one of those to benefit.
As you see, the kids are quite happy here and eating. You know, everything costs dearly nowadays.
I have 4 children. It is quite hard to pay the rising bills, water costs, gas, electricity bills.
At nearby shops, most people we spoke to backed the scheme, although there were some concerns.
If we genuinely need help, that's fine, but more children is going to add more burden to people.
Size doesn't matter, you know, a child, whether it be 1 or 10, you know, if it needs looking after, it needs looking after.
6 weeks holiday is quite big holiday, so you know, it's extra money, extra cost for people who really can't afford it.
It's the ones with all them big families that seem to be raking in everything, and it's the ones that going to work with a couple of children that are just getting nothing.
There are plenty of large families out there, you know, amongst politicians included, that aren't experiencing food poverty. So I think it's about the distribution of wealth. It's not about the size of the family.
The pilot runs for the next 3 weeks. Kevin Reid, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, I'm joined now by Amanda Nichols from the Accord Group, which is running the project. Good evening. How widespread is this problem?
Oh, extremely widespread, particularly across wards of Birmingham. For the main part, some of those sit in some of the most deprived wards, not just in Birmingham, but across the country, certainly in the top 10% of those most deprived, I should say.
Now, is it possible to say what the source of this problem is? Is it the welfare state that can't support families, or is it low wages?
Oh, I think it's a combination of factors. You know, there's no doubt that there will be impacts arising, emerging from benefit changes, as well as issues of high levels of unemployment in the area too.
And who's funding the programme? Where's the money coming from?
Yeah, well, we successfully made a bid to children in need and managed to get £27,500. Which has funded the programme and will enable us to get no less than 2,500 meals out there in the community, running across a variety of projects, which we're doing in partnership with a number of community agencies. So it really has presented an opportunity to bring communities together.
So £27,500, not an insubstantial amount of cash. How do you make sure that this scheme isn't abused, that it's going to people who genuinely need it?
Well, the projects, as I say, or have alluded to, are in the most deprived areas of the city, and they're people that ordinarily would have had access to free school meals. So clearly there's a gap there in terms of provision, and we know only too well how expensive it can be for families to entertain children. But what this has done is it's allowed us to provide creative play activities combined with the provision of nutritious meals.
OK, Amanda Nichols from the Accord Group, thank you.
Coming up later in the programme.